Here he is, the man of the hour. Say, what are you doing there with that water-breathing potion? You don't need that where we're going. We have the newest in water-breathing technology. That's right, it's doors. Now, with that out of the way, it's time to get going. Adventure awaits. No sailor worth his salt leaves without his trusty pig by his side. After all, pigs are known as the seamen of the animal kingdom. Our two brave explorers are off to find the elusive Ocean Monument. Will they be successful, or will their plans be dead in the water? Uh-oh. The sailor's worst enemy, land pirates. Better steer clear of these rapscallions if you know what's good for you. What's this? Could it be? By Jove, they've done it. It's an ocean monument. You'd better stay behind, Mr. Pig. We wouldn't want you getting hurt. It's time to take the plunge and explore this monument. These pesky guardians are no match for a finely honed sword. Give 'em what for. Oh no, it's that dreaded mining fatigue. That'll make breaking blocks nigh on impossible. Luckily, our journeyman came prepared. Being careful not to disturb the local ecosystem, our sailor gently places down TNT. Making sure to surround it with blocks, he's ready to prime the explosive. One boom later, and we're in. The Elder Guardian may seem an imposing threat, but he's quite the pushover. Just give him a few whacks and he's fish food. He'll not be giving mining fatigue to anyone anymore. Oh, but we're not done yet. There's two more of these scallywags and they won't go down without a fight. Thankfully, our brave explorer has plenty of fight in him, and plenty of tools in his arsenal. Ah, victory! And to the victor go the spoils. Every monument has golden blocks, ripe for the taking. We mustn't forget the sponges. Once dry, they're an effective tool at clearing water. With treasures in tow, it's time to make the trek back home. Land ho! Thank you for all your help, Mr. Pig. You were invaluable. Home sweet home. With the adventure over, our hero heads inside for some well-earned rest.
Good morning, Reuben. It's wonderful to see you. Good morning, Basil. It's wonderful to see you. And good morning, afternoon, evening to all of you out there. Welcome. Welcome to my corner of the internet. Welcome back to Careless Craft. Today, I have some plans. Also, I found Not Martin. So I have Martin and Not Martin. Not Martin sells, he sells cookies, but he also sells golden carrots, which are amazing. And he buys melons and pumpkins, which is good news for me because look, I have them. Look at this. He will trade melons and pumpkins for emeralds. Can you believe that? That is unbelievable. And then he'll turn around and sell all of these golden carrots to me. Not Martin, I just adore you. Thank you so much. Basically, what we're doing is we're trading melons and pumpkins for golden carrots. Don't tell Not Martin, but that is a very good deal for me, and not such a good deal for him. Let me show you what I have planned today, which is really exciting. I'm going to be working on yet another spell. I know that you were worried. Careless Rex, you haven't even been doing any spells lately. Why do you suck at everything you do? Well, joke's on you because I'm working on the Incantation of Fertilization. All right? Now, I am going to actually not do the honey or the honeycomb, and I don't think I want to do the bamboo or the sugar cane, which will actually leave us with 8 items instead of the 12, I think it was I had. This just makes things simpler, and I already have stuff for bamboo. I already have stuff for sugarcane. I don't need that. And honeycomb and honey, I feel like should be in their own thing. So we're going to do that. However, let me show you how this is going to work. Now, I haven't done too much, just like some basic redstone stuff. I'm going to put the, so you point to what you want, right? Ooh, I want some, which I just said we're not doing sugarcane, so I want some cactus, right? So you place your book down here, you place that, and then when you flip to this page, it will then cast the spell, and we will start receiving the item that the arrow is pointing to. And let me show you how that works. Now you'll see that each time you turn the page, see these are all on. If I turn it this way, that turns off. And if I turn it to this one, the next one turns off. So on and so forth. Now, if I come all the way down here, you'll see that I have outputs. If it's on the top one, which I think is pointing to cactus right now, it will it'll have an output that I can then lead to the dispenser that is attached to its respective farm. In this case, it would be a cactus farm. And then that dispenser will have cactus in it already, and it will shoot up through blocks, very similar to the Delta It Smelt It thing. And we'll start to get those items, and then we can just stop the spell whenever we have enough of those items. The reason I'm doing it this way is because each one of these things that I'm farming, there is a way to do it fully automatic. Let's take a look at them. Oops, they're right here. So melon and pumpkin, we are all familiar with that. I'm just going to put one of those designs down. Simple automatic design. We've beetroot, which is amazing. Carrots, potatoes, wheat. Now these 4, I believe you need villagers to do it. And there are ways to automate that with villagers. So I'm going to set 4 of those farms up. I'm going to set up a kelp farm, and I'm going to set up a cactus farm. And these are just going to be running in the background, essentially producing things. I'll try and make as much storage for these things as I can. And that storage will feed into a dispenser. And each dispenser will have its own, respective thing that fires it off. And I'm going to use the item frame comparator thing. Now, with this, the way this works is when the comparator reads a signal, I'll have to do some finagling, but I can then lock these using repeaters. So if you use a repeater, you can actually lock a comparator and prevent it from sending a signal out, even if it should have a signal. So even though the signal should go over here, you can set a repeater to lock that. And I would show you that, but I don't actually have any redstone. I got organized. Check that out. Ore, backup, wood, nature, bones. I got my noms box. Oh man, it's so good. Let me just demonstrate that really quick. No, actually we want repeaters. So we'll do that. I don't know what happened to there they are. Ho. Now check this out. If we go kablamo. Well, actually, before we do that, let me turn it back to its off state. If I do this, for instance, put down something like, I don't know, that kablamo. Check it out. It's locked now. You see how it's not sending out a signal? It effectively turns it off, which is actually, that's really interesting to me now that I think about that, because that's actually really interesting, because that's not how it works with repeaters. So if I were to do this, it works even better this way. It just turns it off. That's incredible. So anytime I don't have the spell book in there, the farm will be turned off. Isn't that just wonderful? Man, I'm so excited to get working on this. I'm going to finish it by bringing the redstone for here down. And then it's just a matter of setting up the farms. And then on the outside, I have plans to put something like a giant flower pot, I'm thinking. Anyway, I'm going to get started on that, and I'll see you in just a few moments. We are over at RandomRaye's base, who is not online right now, but I got a message in the Discord. She was asking for Silk Touch so that she can get some mushroom blocks, because there was a creeper incident early on, and I think she lost some of her mushroom blocks she wanted to build in and around this forest, which I think what she's doing here looks really good. I like the roof she's got going. This dirt is an interesting choice. This is obviously a work in progress. She has some plans for some tree houses and stuff like that. I think it's going to be awesome. I just wanted to drop off just a little bit of a gift for her so she can get more of those mushroom blocks. And we have Silk Touch and an anvil. Hope this helps. Dash Rex. And now I am going to be... Wait, did I break it? Oh, okay. Maybe I did that. I don't know. But I'm going to make my way home. I do have a lodestone for home, so I know exactly the direction to go. and I'll see you there, and I will show you the progress that I've made. Here we are. This should look no different. In fact, I haven't made a ton of progress. I was mostly gathering terracotta for the build that's going to go around it, but I do have the redstone all the way down here now, which is arguably the most important thing. So all that's left now is to build a farm. I'll probably build the cactus farm first. I think that'll be the easiest one. And then I'm going to need to hook up maybe all 4 of the like villager farming stuff that you can get. I think I'll just put it over here in this area. I'll make like 4 different areas and have a farmer in each one. But that's going to take some time because I need to breed the villagers, and then I need to bring them down here, teach them how to farm, etc., etc. The cactus farm will go off over in here somewhere, and I will hook up the output into the dispenser from here. I have not left myself much room, but I'm pretty sure that I've calculated all I will need is this slice, and I can move most of the redstone vertically to avoid interfering with this. So I shouldn't run into any issues. I'm sure I can solve whatever problem comes my way. I am a redstone master. Okay, I'm all right at redstone, please. I would explain what I'm doing here, but like I would just argue, go look up online how to make like a item picker. Don't do it my way. I mean, I'll explain a little bit later on for those that might be interested, but it's probably wildly inefficient. I just sort of wing it. I try to figure it out on my own because for me, it's important to understand how these components work and why they work the way they work so that I can come up with stuff on my own. But anyway, I digress. I have been gathering lots of this stuff for the build that's going to go around. I think maybe like some sort of giant flower pot, something of that nature. I think it would be really good. But I'm going to get back to work, maybe building a cactus farm of some kind, hooking up the first whoosy what's it, and then I'm probably going to do some building to start laying out the foundation of the building that's going to go above. Hello, it's me, Post Rex again. How have you been? It's been a while. Careless Rex forgets to record audio all the time because he's a dunce. But here we go. I have a flower pot. That is the progress that has been made. Though it's weird showing this and narrating this right now because I have changed so much of the redstone design over here. But essentially, the building around it is going to stay the same, but the redstone here is all obsolete. So I'm going to do a little time skip, a little jumpsy doodle, and I'll show you what I have right now. Hey, look, it's me remembering to record the audio. Look at that. I have made a derpy-faced potted plant with some leaves hanging out. This is just the beginning. As you could see, it probably looks a little weird from some of these other angles, like here. I'm going to be adding some more leaves, and I want to add a giant flower that sticks up off the top and go from there. But as promised, let me show you how the redstone has changed. So I originally had 8 things, and I ran into an issue where my solution to the problem of making sure only one thing was selected at a time was actually activating, like, if I wanted to do this one, it would activate this one for just the briefest second. And so I would get items from that dispenser, like 1 or 2 of them. It wasn't a huge deal, but obviously it's not what I wanted. I since looked up a solution on YouTube that involved target blocks, which essentially it's hard to explain what's going on here. I will just leave a link to the tutorial for yourself. You can go check that out for yourself. But essentially, no matter what I change to, only one thing will activate. And 2 things won't be active at the same time. And I was also able to use that trick to sort of, I don't know, pseudo-lock the comparator so that no signal goes through, because this is receiving the strongest signal. And that means, which you would think if I put this in subtract mode, that would actually do the same thing, because 15 minus 15 is 0. But it seems to work this way as well. I'm not sure how the math exactly works with comparators that way, but just know that it works. That's the important thing. And this requires an item to be in it. Going into this, which is in subtract mode. Anyway, it's very complicated. I'll leave a link. And down here, I have pumpkin, melon, cactus, and kelp farms all set up. So let me go run down here and show you. Now, I'm going to be extra careful because this happened. I just started making YouTube videos myself like a month ago. Oh! Oh my God! What the
Friendship.
Where the hell did you come from? Oh my God! Scared the hell out of me! Oh my God! What is it dark up here? My God, dude! Light up your redstone. PSA, take it from me. Oh my God, again? Where did they come from? So forgive me if I'm a little on the paranoid side right now, okay? But essentially, I have your classic pumpkin and melon farm design. They are separated into their own. Typically, you would just keep them all the same and alternate, for instance, pumpkin, melon, but for the purposes of what I wanted to separate them. And this one goes into the chest. This is pumpkin, and they get backed up, which I wanted to make sure with these, because they tend to work very efficiently and quickly, I wanted to make sure there was a lot of backup. If you come down here and take a quick look-see doodle, what do we have? It's backed up already there, and it's getting there. With the pumpkins, not so much, but the melon slices, they're pretty easy to deal with. I'm going to be using this probably more often. I'm going to actually use the farm mostly for melon slices, I would assume. And that will mean what I'm going to do is craft them into melons. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because I hear a slime. Okay, so it turns out that I am very close to my skeleton spawner, and that's where the slime is. I can't believe that I'm actually that close. I was pretty close to digging through the ceiling to it, but I have avoided that travesty. Just wanted to clean up after myself and make sure that there were no blocks that monsters could spawn on for obvious reasons. But what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by that slime is that I have them coming through separate channels, and I'm probably going to be using the farm most often just to consolidate these into melons, and to also maybe grab a couple stacks of pumpkins here and there, because it is a very good and easy trade with the farmer to keep my food, and among other things, and it's a really easy way to get emeralds to buy other things from villagers. It's not the only thing. There are plenty of other things that you can use to trade with villagers, but that is one that is easily accessible to me, so I'll probably be using the farm most often for pumpkins and the melons. But I am going to be getting back to work. There's a few more things that I want to add. I want to do the interior, so to speak. So I'm going to do that, and when I come back, I will show you... Oh, well, I guess it was morning already. Whoops. Anyway, going to do the interior, and I'll show you that when I finished. It dawned on me that I never showed you what I got from the Ocean Monument. And here it is. Prismarine bricks, prismarine, dark prismarine over here, and of course, sea lanterns. And I got over a stack of sponges, which is just, chef's kiss. Now, I'm probably going to go back there and make a farm out of it at some point. But before that, let me update you on what I have been doing over here. I have finished the interior, and here it is. It is kind of small, but it hides all the redstone behind it, and it's all the space you really need. I put a few little details here, and I'm going to demonstrate it right now by pointing to the melon slices, and I'm going to put this down, and when we switch to the right spell, you'll see that, I have... there we go. Now, you'll see this is the Incantation of Fertilization. And if you look over here, melons will come shooting out from the very earth itself. So I'm excited about that. There are still some more farms that I want to include. Carrots, beetroot, potatoes, wheat, and those require villagers. But what I'm going to do now is get a stack of melons, which will require 9 stacks of melon slices. And there we go. Check that out. An entire stack of melons. And a few left over. It's not an exact science, but it gets the job done. Now, I hear a zombie over here in the redstone, and I made sure to light it up very profusely. And yet, here we are. Still monster spawning, presumably inside this building. Now, I have had creeper after creeper after creeper after creeper explosion. And I don't know if you noticed, but I lit up another one of our death messages. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage, but if you want to see it, you should check out the live stream because that's where it happened. Live stream on twitch.tv/careless_x. Anyway, I'm going to brave the back room here and hope to God there's not a creeper. Whew. Okay. Where is he? Okay, nothing. Do you see how many torches I have put down? And yet still I hear monsters afoot. He might actually be outside, but he sounds like he's inside the redstone. Down here. Oh, I see. You've spawned down here, have you? Well, we can't have that. I'm going to light this up. Even more. I don't care if it's redundant. I don't care if it's a waste of resources. I cannot have any more monsters spawning in my redstone contraptions or behind me or in my face exploding. Okay? I can't have it anymore. Well, this is awkward. What? Why are you... What's going on? How are you getting powered? I don't understand how that's just magically getting powered. Okay, I do have a solution. And there we go. Problem solved. I've also taken some time to light up the area as much as possible. I lit up areas over there, around here, over there. I went down below and lit up a bunch of caves. I'm lighting up a ton of stuff. I need to get up there and either put down string or maybe some carpet. I have to prevent monsters from spawning on top of his hat. Completely forgot about that. I'll get on that as well. To show you how serious I am about this monster spawning prevention protocol, I went ahead and crafted a butt ton, pardon my French, but a metric butt ton of torches. And I'm probably going to be using all of them, and they will probably not be enough. I just don't know how or why they're all spawning. I need to get that client-side mod or whatever it is that shows you the light levels so that you can just complete... Who did that? So that you can completely eradicate all possible spawning locations. But I will do that another day. That brings me and you to the end of this episode. Together, we have accomplished a lot. And by together, I mean mostly me. You just sat there and watched the whole time. What the heck? Come on, man. Start pulling your weight here, okay? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. But until then, you have a great one. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Don't forget to hit that like button, okay? Hit the like and subscribe. Okay, bye.